Hi there, it's Stephanie from Mommy Standard Time, where we save minutes and savor moments. Today's Friday, which means we either fail at something or we have some $5 fun. And if you caught my last week's video, which was a big fail, you'll know it's probably time for some fun. So I have been working outside all week, like big outdoor chores. It's springtime, there's just a lot to do. And frankly, Ladybug is bored, aren't you, sis? Are you bored with being outside all the time?
Yeah, but none of those fun.
But not if there's fun. So I thought that it would be fun to go ahead and create a solar oven. Ladybug's been watching Emily's Wonder Lab on Netflix. Awesome show if you have not watched it. But yesterday she watched the episode where they make solar ovens. And I thought, well, how fun. So we're gonna go to the dollar store. I am at my local dollar store where they have a freezer section and they have more food, but they don't necessarily have a lot of the other things. And so fingers crossed that we not only get the food we need for the solar oven, but also the materials we need to build the oven. And as always, this will be $5. We're actually gonna do it two different ways. So I'm spending $10 today, but I wanted to show you that you can either do an all-in solar cooking activity with the food and the materials from the dollar store for $5. And I'm also going to show you just a more reusable solar oven for $5, and then I will use food from home. So I'm going to show you two different options, and hopefully they have everything we need to do both options. Let's go see. Okay, we are back from the store, and I just wanted to do a quick disclaimer. I know that there are a bazillion different ways to do solar cooking. You can use cardboard boxes, aluminum foil, things you have around the house. I just wanted to try a few options that were maybe a little bit more reusable. So the first option is I took $5 to get everything I need for a more reusable solar oven. So the first thing is a car sunshade. You find these just in the tool section at the dollar store. And then these hook and loop fasteners. They have craft hook and loop, but it's not self-adhesive. So if you go to the tool section, they have this self-adhesive stuff. And then there are lots of different ways that you can cook your food in this type of oven. Some say, you can use a cake pan and then put it inside an oven bag, or, a lidded cast iron pot and put it inside an oven bag. I didn't have any of that. So I went ahead and just got one of these pans that comes with a lid, but you do need something black to help absorb the heat. So I got these black plates. Sometimes you can find plastic ones that you can wash and reuse. My store didn't have them today, so I did get paper. And then I didn't buy this because I already had these, but they come in a 2-pack at the dollar store. They have the wire cooling racks. So you'll want a set of those, but you'll only be using one. All right, so I know that technically I'm cheating on my $5 fun because in the past I've said I'm all in. The whole project is $5 or less. And so yes, it was just my oven was $5, and then you do have to have food on hand to cook. So I wanted to do a second option for those of you who are more interested in the $5 or less all in. So I wanted to show you that. I actually was not able to get everything at the dollar store, but it gives you an idea. Okay, so the second option, I did bounce around to another store just because my little one prefers hot dog buns, but you can totally just get white bread from the dollar store and be fine. So this came from the Dollar Tree, a thing of buns. I could have sworn they had metal skewers at some point. in the cooking section, and I could not for the life of me find them. So we're doing the 100 pack of bamboo skewers. We'll be able to use those for different crafts and other things around the house. They didn't have like a box cutter, which I thought was weird because I thought they had them at the dollar store. So I got this craft knife set, but you know, you just want something that you can do a precision cut through this can. And so the Pringles, they actually don't have Pringles at the Dollar Tree. So this was like $1.50 at the store next door. But you could totally get any sort of cylinder and then use aluminum foil. So that's an option as well. So let's get cooking. So here you'll notice that the sunshade is not your typical sunshade material. It is very floppy and kind of hard to work with. And so I just decided to go ahead and fold it in half. And you'll see here that with the hook and loop fasteners, the easiest way to work with that is just to fold one of the sheets on itself. And so you match them up, and then I just rip off each pairing, and then I place one pair across the bottom. I take the paper backing off, and then I take the rest of the paper off and then fold the other part on top so that your hook and loop matches up perfectly, exactly where you want it to be. And actually it is way stronger than I was expecting it to be. It's a bit breezy, so I put that whole pan inside a metal cake pan just to add a little bit of weight, and then put it on top of the wire rack so that heat can, circulate around the pan. And now the wind is blowing, not too bad, but just enough for that floppy sunshade. And so I am just experimenting with some skewers to I just poked them in the lining to see if we can keep that open. So now it's time to get our hot dog solar oven going. And so after emptying out the Pringles can, I just take an X-Acto knife from the Dollar Tree and start cutting. I actually used the line on the nutrition facts to kind of keep me going in a straight line. And then I was actually able to poke a hole with that Dollar Tree blade. I pretty much ruined it, but I was able to get the hole in the can. And then I just put the lid on top to put a hole in the same spot on the lid. And then we just thread the skewer through, and there you have it. So basically you save this little curved piece, and some people say to go ahead and glue it, but I want to be able to adjust the angle of the can as the sun moves. And so we're just going to kind of lean it up against that piece of cardboard. All right, we're coming up for lunchtime. It's time to check on the marshmallows. Oh, it looks like we have some melting action, don't we? So how about let's eat lunch, and then this can be our dessert, because I have a feeling they'll be melted by then.
Okay.
And let's check the hot dog. Got some condensation for sure.
Let's open it and see.
Well, it doesn't look like it's super warm yet. So we'll turn it to follow the sun a little bit longer, and I think we'll have some s'mores. Let's check on the hot dog.
Right in my tongue.
Ooh, it's actually pretty warm.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, you want to feel it? And actually, it's getting kind of cooked on that one side, so let's like turn it. Oh, these are not the plump when you cook them kind of hot dogs, are they? Actually, I think that's probably warm enough. Let's close it back up for just a little bit longer. I think that chocolate's gonna melt pretty quickly. So let's give it about 5 minutes and then we'll come back and eat. So it really did not take 5 minutes to melt that chocolate. It was a big gooey mess, but it was fun. We were able to try out the hot dog. It was warm-ish. It could have used probably another hour, but we have other things going on this afternoon. You can hear playtime happening. Anyway, so the hot dog, I mean, it's not my style of hot dog. So after we did a little taste test, cut it open, the rest went to the pup and she enjoyed that hot dog. So overall, $5 fun was a success today. What I love most about it, especially that $5 oven, the one that cost $5 to make, is it's reusable. I was able to tuck all of the stuff back into that pan and we'll set it aside and we will definitely try outdoor cooking again in our solar oven later this summer when the sun is a little more strong. We'll be able to maybe try some pizzas or quesadillas would be fun. There's lots of things. We're excited to give it a try. But for today, it was a good distraction while we were working outside yet again. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here on our tiny little corner of YouTube, and I will see you next time.